What's going on, fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective fire sign messages. For those of y'all who are new here, my name is Shani. This is Melanated Mindfulness Tarot. I show up throughout the week and I upload collective zodiac messages for each sign. And then on Fridays, that's when we come and we drop the elemental messages. Just got a little behind yesterday, but we are here today. Okay, if those are things that you're interested in keeping up with or following up with, or if you're just interested in supporting the channel, please do make sure that you subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. It definitely helps the channel a whole lot. With that being said, we are about to get into the collective message using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. This is going to pretty much like get you into alignment, help just bring things to the surface, help you address certain things that you may be experiencing within your current energy. If y'all like, feel free, and I'm just not telling y'all, I should have been telling everybody, but feel free to leave in the comments like the kind of readings that you would like to see or that you would want to tap into so that I could start presenting those as well. But with that being said, let's get into it. All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know their hearts, you know their situations. Thank you. You know their hearts, you know their situations. I ask that you give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with an open mind and an open heart. I ask that you give me the words to be able to articulate this message as best as possible, as well as clear anything standing in the way of their clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. 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 Thank you. So, again, let's go ahead and get into it. We already got a card out. Spirit, what is it that our fire signs need to know? Thank you. Y'all see how those cards is just flowing and flying out? Flowing and flying out? Okay. Which one came out first? This one came out first, and then this one. All right. Now, y'all already know, fire signs, y'all already know how shit be going for y'all. Like, I don't understand, why y'all be letting yourselves get so caught up in this energy of feeling like, oh, like, something always standing in my way, something always cutting me off, something always happening. You ain't learned yet that that's you really being protected, redirected into a whole nother space. Like, you ain't learned this yet? You ain't learned this yet? Oh, we got some things to talk about, okay? We got some things to talk about. Empress is the first one that shows up for you, okay? And that's really given, again, like, I'm feeling like I'm blocked. I'm feeling like I'm stuck. I'm feeling like, something standing in my way, keeping me from taking the easier route. What you may think or seem to be the easier route can most definitely be the more complicated route. And you're being protected. So at any time when you feel like something is blocking you, something is standing in your way or holding you up or holding you off, be like, okay, God, I see you. The Most High, I feel you. Okay, show me what you want me to do at this point. Obviously, the way that I want it to go is not the more simplified way that I possibly could go. So let me just let me follow your lead, right? And then there's faith that pops up right after that. Get into it. Get into it. Get into it. Like, faith is not hoping, oh, I hope this is going to work out for me. Faith is knowing, like, trusting that everything is working out exactly as and or how it's supposed to. Do you understand what I'm explaining? So again, when those blockages seem to be coming and happening, it's you like, dang, like, I don't really know what's wrong. I hope everything worked out all right. Hell no, we not hoping that shit work out okay. We on something where it's like, nah, I know, like, this probably didn't work out, but I know, like, I'm still in alignment. I'm still on the path of obtaining what it is that I need or what I desire. Woo, 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 woo. I just got to be patient. I just got to pay attention. I got to stop wanting to rush things all the time, right? I got to stop wanting to rush things all the time. Yes. See, what happens is sometimes, and I'm saying this because you got the isolation card that pops up too, right? So sometimes you can be surrounding yourself with certain people, or you can be watching other people and how their story is going, or how things are working for them, or how fast they're moving, or, whatever the case may be, how much they've gotten done more than you, why you can't do this and they able to do that, blah, 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 blah. maybe you just need to take a step back away from all of those things. Like truly isolate yourself so that you can allow yourself to hear what spirit is telling you, opposed to you being so distracted by everything else that's going on around you, or everybody else's shit that they call you with, or whatever the case may be, right? There are also things that you need to allow yourself to grieve, right? And you know, people grieve in different ways. So there can be something that you're still holding on to that kind of like hurt your feelings, and you didn't really deal with it. You didn't really heal from it. You kind of just suppressed it. And maybe this thought or this thing constantly keep on popping up in the back of your mind, and then it makes you sad, or it puts you in a certain position not to be able to move in the way that you know that you feel like you're supposed to be moving at this time, right? This is not going to be for everybody. This one is for definitely like somebody in particular. That pain, that grief, like that sorrow, let it go, boo. Because in all honesty, you don't like feeling sad. You don't like feeling depressed. You don't like feeling certain type of ways. So now it's the time for you to decide, like, do I want to feel this way? And recognize that like everything that you feel really comes from the thoughts that you associate these feelings with, or the thoughts that you associate with like your reality. And then it makes you feel some type of way. Look, I know this is a whole lot. We only at like 6 minutes and 25 seconds right now. This is, and I'm just running it down because I did not want to keep y'all here long. But because of that, right, then the victim card shows up. See, and we about to go dead. So the victim card shows up. You are not a victim. Right? Like you, and it's not, I'm not coming for you when I say this. I'm really like putting this energy out there for you to be able to be more empowered by it, right? You're not a victim. You're choosing to hold on to the shit that you know that you need to let go of. And you're possibly holding on to it because it's not even that you have to forgive somebody else. It's not even that you have to, you know, it's really you just forgiving yourself. Right? Like you got to forgive yourself first. Once you learn how to forgive yourself, then you'll put yourself in a position to learn how to forgive other people. Does that make sense? Forgive yourself first. And that will help you with all this confusion that you feel surrounding you. Like, what am I doing wrong? Or, you know, why can't I move forward? Or what's holding me up? Or what's holding me back? There is some type of blockage. Right? And again, the blockage has to do with the grief, the victim mentality, and the lack of forgiveness to self. The lack of forgiveness to yourself. What I'm supposed to forgive myself for? Whatever the fuck you think you need to forgive yourself for. Even the things that you probably don't. Forgive yourself for you know, rushing. Forgive yourself for not giving yourself enough grace. Forgive yourself for not expressing yourself, for not, you know, communicating your real feelings, for not being open, for not being whatever it was, for holding on to certain situations for so long, for not trusting in yourself, for not believing in yourself, for how you talk to yourself, how you think about yourself. Like the list can go on and on and on and on and on. But just start forgiving yourself. Like, you know how you would apologize to other people? And sometimes it can even be complicated to apologize to somebody else. So just imagine, like, if it's hard to apologize to somebody else for something that we know we did, like we was wrong about something, right? Inaccurate about something. And you know how it'd be hard, especially, listen, parents to your kids, okay? You don't want to be saying like, oh, like my bad, my fault, or I was wrong, or I'm sorry. There's certain shit as parents, like some people don't be wanting to say. I'm not saying it's everybody, but some people just feel uncomfortable because they don't want to, you know, be, I guess, admitted to themselves. I don't really know. But if you find it complicated to apologize to somebody else, how often do you think you apologize to yourself? So the only thing, like, you may feel like it's something or somebody else outside of you that's holding you up or holding you back. Excuse me. And in all honesty and actuality, it's not. It's you. You are that blockage. You are this thing that's standing here. Like, again, you could be wanting to go, you're like, oh, this is a more easy way, but the way that you're taking is a more complicated way. Like for you to start attracting things with simplicity and ease and joyful experiences instead of having to go through hard times and shit, maybe what you really need to do is forgive yourself. Like for real and not for play. Forgive yourself. Let go of that victim mentality to where it's like, oh, I'm this way because all of these things happen to me. Okay, they happen, but they're not currently happening. And it's not taking away from your experience, nor is it justifying the person or the people who have done things to you. But it's giving you, like I said, the empowerment, right? It's giving, like, helping you tap back into your power, because this is what you require. Like, let go of all that shit that you feel like hurt you. Transmute that energy from one side of the spectrum to the other. It can very much so happen, right? Like you transmuting that energy, it can happen, because certain things happened in order for you to gain more strength, more clarity, more stability, for you to be able to free yourself from certain things, for you to learn how to set boundaries, for you to get closer to God, Most High, Source, Spirit, angels, ancestors, the universal energy, right? Like things happen exactly how they need to happen. So maybe it's time for you to take a step back and start really reflecting. When they say isolation, like take a step back and stop being so consumed and or distracted by the things that are going on around you. So even though you isolate yourself from people, you still don't want to isolate yourself and then just sit with your phone in your hand the whole entire time. Right now, it's time to really reflect. There is things going on in the world to where you're actually going to have to know who you are. Who you are, not who you were created like to be by people, right? Who you are, who you were created to be, but not the expectations that are like with the people around you, right? That's not you. That's who they want you to be. Those are the limitations and the expectations and the boxes and the boundaries that they've set, and they want to keep you into a place that works best for their reality. Now it's time for you to actually figure you out. What works best for you? Right? And not wanting to control anybody else, but just understanding, and overstanding who you were created to be. So, with that being said, fire signs, get out of your own way. Like, stop holding yourself up. There is so much in store. Like, you just have to have faith and really trust that everything is playing out and everything is happening exactly as it needs to in these very moments, right? So, yes, I definitely hope that you were able to pick up something that was put down here in this reading or in this message. If you need more assistance, guidance, support, or anything like that with your own personal energy, please do again make sure that you click the link in the description area and book your personal one-on-one session or service. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you tap in next week for your zodiac reading. Until next time, y'all enjoy yourself. Peace.